Hey guys, Roberto here with G-Rod Grills, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making chicken lollipops. These little nuggets of flavor here on a stick are delicious. They're like meat candy and absolutely fantastic. They do take a little bit of work, but don't worry, it's nothing you can't handle. We'll be doing these together and you'll be a pro in no time. If this is the first time here, welcome to the channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss out on any content. Let's get started. Okay, so this is a relatively simple process. It just takes a little bit of time. Regular chicken legs, chicken drums. What we're gonna do is we're gonna score around the edge here. As you can see here, I've got two different knives. This guy will help me kind of do the scoring and then breaking out of any cartilage, and this is gonna help me do the Frenching. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna score around, pull this piece off, and then kind of French the meat or scrape the meat back all the way down so that it looks like a little bit of a lollipop, and then go from there. But first, what we want to do, so a lollipop needs to be able to stand up. As you can see, this guy doesn't. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this little nub off, and just so that it can stand. Give it a nice flat surface for it to stand on, and that's perfect. That's what we want. So now we're going to score it. And you're not really losing any meat here. This is just going to be, this is all skin and cartilage really. So you're not missing out on much. Don't worry, you're not throwing away any food. So you can see here these little tendons. So then I'm gonna take this knife and then just gonna trim off these little bits and pieces that you don't like anyway, you don't wanna eat. And as you've got this, so you can see the meat's kind of separating from the bone, so just you scrape down with your knife. You can use any knife. A sharp blade is good too, but it's probably better actually if you use a sharp blade. Scrape this down all the way, so you can see it starts looking like a lollipop. You're gonna get to this little bit of bone here, so what I do is I just kind of cut it. Make sure you take it away. And you've got yourself a little lollipop set up. Let's trim this piece off here as well. So you just push it down until you've got that. And now you're left with this. So now for this piece, what I like to do is with my other knife here, I just kind of scrape it away. This is attached by that cartilage that you see there. So we're gonna wanna remove that because it just doesn't look great. You can leave it on if you want to. I mean, it depends on what you're doing. I mean, if you're going through this effort, you're gonna wanna make it look pretty anyway. So I'm gonna take that off. I'm just gonna cut off the cartilage. Eventually it'll come off. There. All off, cartilage is all gone, and then again you might want to just kind of wrench it back down or scrape it back down, and you have got yourself a lollipop all set up and ready to go for the grill. So now what you want to do from here is season it, and I'll show you that in a sec, and then we're going to cook it. I'm going to go ahead and do this a few more times with the other ones, and we'll be ready to go for seasoning. Okay, so there you have it. So to season them, I'm going to be using Neil Serap's OG, the Damn Rub. It's really good. I really like it on chicken. So in order to get going, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a little bit of avocado oil. Put it on my hand, and it's just so that I have something to stick to. My rub has something to stick to. Next, what I'm going to do is, you can see the skin can kind of pull back a bit, so I'm just going to pull it back a little bit and just season it. Make sure that I'm getting the meat and not just the skin, and then I'll pull the skin down around it and then season the skin. Give it a little roll around. That guy's done. We'll do that a few more times. And then I'm gonna put it in the fridge for a couple hours here until it's ready to cook. Okay, so here we are. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place these, and this is also why you want to be able to stand them up, because then they can easily go around the fire and they'll cook in here. And these will take probably about 40 minutes or so. So in about 20 I'm going to come back and give them a little bit of a spin just to make sure they don't get overly dark on one side, and then we'll sauce them. Alright, so 20 minutes have passed, so now what I'm going to do is give these a little spin just to make sure they cook evenly or they darken evenly. And that's it. Another 20 minutes or so, these will be ready to go. Alright, so here we are. It's been another 20 minutes. I just temped them and they're about 165 each. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take them, dip them, roll them around, just to make sure that they get covered. And then I'm going to place them back in their spot here. We want to get this nice and sticky. It's going to be like candy. This barbecue sauce I'm using is just a standard barbecue sauce. You use your favorite sauce, whatever you like best. You want to know more about it, let me know in the comments, and I can let you know what I used up here. Any questions at all, just again let me know in the comments. I'll get back to you, don't worry. Alright, so we took these off. They were internal temperature at about 190 degrees ish. They're all a little bit different, but that's about the average. And they're done. The barbecue sauce is tacky. It's not burnt or anything. It's tacky on. It's exactly what you want. You can see it's a little bit of glistening. It's just absolutely awesome. Let's have a taste. Yep. It's awesome. That Nielsen wrap rub is awesome on chicken. Absolutely try it if you haven't. Barbecue sauce, fantastic. The skin is crunchy. It is really good. Worth the work for sure. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss out on any content. If you like the video so far, make sure you hit that like button. I'm just gonna have another bite. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comments below. And until next time, catch you on G-Rod Grills. Take it easy. Yeah. That was good.